Alright, what's up everybody, and let me tell you, I am so stoked for this project. We're talking about Australia, the land of kangaroos, koalas, and apparently, some seriously amazing places to visit. I've always wanted to go, and thanks to this whole YouTube thing, I might actually make it happen, so we're diving deep into 15 must-see spots in Australia. But here's the catch, we're doing it all on a budget, because who wants to be stuck counting pennies when you could be out there exploring, right? I'm talking budget flights, budget eats, budget everything, you name it, we're finding a way to make it cheap. We're gonna be your guide to the best free activities, the cheapest eats, and the most affordable places to crash. We'll show you how to experience the best of Australia without selling your kidney to pay for it. Get ready for some serious travel hacks, guys. We're about to unlock Australia on a shoestring budget. First up, we're hitting up Sydney, home of the most iconic building in Australia, maybe the whole southern hemisphere, the Sydney Opera House. Now, I know what you're thinking. You said budget. Isn't that place crawling with millionaires and fancy people? And yeah, you're not wrong. But here's the thing, you don't have to be loaded to experience it. Did you know they have free guided tours? Yeah, you heard me right, free! These legends will walk you around, tell you all the juicy secrets and history, and you don't have to shell out a single dollar. Now if you want those killer Instagram shots, and let's be real, who doesn't? I've got you covered. Head over to Mrs. Macquarie's chair. It's this awesome spot in the Royal Botanic Garden, totally free to enter, and it gives you that picture-perfect view of the Opera House with the Harbour Bridge in the background. Boom, instant Insta-fame. Alright, next up we're diving into the big one. The reason a lot of you probably clicked on this video in the first place. The Great Barrier Reef. Now I'm not gonna lie, seeing this natural wonder with your own eyes, it ain't always cheap. But don't worry, I've got your back, even if it means strapping on a snorkel and some floaties. First things first, forget those luxury yachts and fancy underwater scooters. We're talking budget snorkeling tours, baby. Yeah, they exist and they're awesome. You can find some seriously good deals online, especially if you book in advance. Trust me, swimming with those colorful fish and chilling with the turtles is worth every penny, even if it's just a few. Now let's talk accommodation. Forget those swanky island resorts, we're going full backpacker chic. There are tons of hostels and budget-friendly hotels in Cairns and Airlie Beach, the main gateways to the reef. Look, I get it, sharing a dorm room with a snoring stranger isn't ideal, but hey, it's all part of the adventure, right? Alright guys, we're heading into the heart of Australia, the outback, to visit the big guy, Uluru. This place is seriously epic, a giant sandstone monolith just chilling out in the middle of nowhere. And the best part? You don't have to drop a ton of cash to experience it. The entry fee is super reasonable, especially considering the sheer awesomeness of this natural wonder. You're telling me I can witness this ancient behemoth, steeped in history and culture, for less than the price of a fancy coffee? Sign me up. Now timing is everything when it comes to visiting Uluru on a budget. The shoulder seasons, like spring and autumn, are your golden ticket. Fewer crowds, cheaper flights, and you might even snag a sweet deal on accommodation. Plus, the weather is perfect for exploring without melting into a puddle. Trust me, witnessing the sunrise or sunset over Uluru is something else. The way the light paints the rock in these vibrant oranges, reds, and purples is just pure magic. It's like nature's own light show, and you've got a front row seat. Melbourne, this city, man, it's got this energy, this vibe that just sucks you in. It's like the cool kid in school who can rock a vintage band tee and pull off anything. But listen, you don't need a trust fund to thrive here. First things first, free walking tours. These are a lifesaver when you're trying to get the lay of the land without draining your bank account. You'll hit up all the iconic spots, learn some quirky history, and maybe even discover some hidden gems. And speaking of hidden gems, Melbourne's laneways are where it's at. These narrow alleyways are like a parallel universe bursting with street art, independent boutiques, and some seriously good eats. We're talking hole-in-the-wall cafes serving up avocado toast that would make your Instagram followers drool. Don't even get me started on the coffee. Melbourne takes its coffee seriously, and the best part is, you can find an amazing cup without breaking the bank. So grab a latte, soak up the atmosphere, and let the city work its magic on you. Alright, we're hitting the coast, baby. Bondi Beach, the iconic Aussie paradise, golden sand, turquoise waves, and more bronzed bodies than you can shake a stick at. The beach itself is free. Can you believe it? Soak up the sun, take a dip, work on that tan, all without spending a dime. rent a surfboard and try catching some waves. After a long day, grab a bite at affordable cafes. For epic sunset views, head to Bondi Icebergs Club. Alright, so you've conquered the Opera House, survived the reef, and maybe even hugged a koala. We're going full Bear Grylls and hitting the Blue Mountains. Just some decent walking shoes and a thirst for adventure. The Blue Mountains are like stepping into a Bob Ross painting. Think epic views that'll make your Instagram followers jealous. And the best part? You don't need to win the lottery to experience it. Hiking trails are free, past waterfalls that'll make you want to take a dip. The air is fresh, the scenery is epic, and your wallet will thank you. It's just you, nature, and maybe a kookaburra laughing at your hiking skills. After all that hiking in the Blue Mountains, your legs need a break. Good thing Australia has the perfect remedy beaches. And not just any beaches, we're talking the Gold Coast. Endless stretches of golden sand, surfers, and sunshine. The best things in life are free, including beach access. Just pack your towel, sunscreen, and maybe a frisbee. The Gold Coast also has theme parks and nightlife. Look out for free events and deals on attractions. Enjoy the sun, laid-back vibes, and maybe catch a wave. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more amazing content. Alright, we've scaled mountains, we've ridden waves, now it's time to get wild. And when I say wild, I mean hanging out with kangaroos, cuddling koalas, okay, maybe not cuddling, those claws are sharp, and exploring landscapes straight out of National Geographic. That's right, we're heading to Kangaroo Island. Now I know what you're thinking, island life screams expensive, and yeah, it can be. But this ain't your typical luxury island getaway. Kangaroo Island is all about raw beauty and getting up close and personal with Aussie wildlife. And the best part? You can do it without selling a kidney. Look, seeing kangaroos hopping around in the wild is an experience you won't forget. It's like stepping into a real-life cartoon, but way less chaotic. And the best part? You can often spot them just chilling in their natural habitat. No zoo tickets required. But Kangaroo Island isn't just about the kangaroos, although they are pretty awesome. We're talking pristine beaches, rugged coastlines, and wildlife encounters that'll make you ditch the zoo forever. Plus, there are affordable camping options and budget-friendly tours that'll let you experience the island without emptying your wallet. Alright guys, we're heading down south to Tasmania, the land of rugged beauty, pristine wilderness, and thankfully, some pretty sweet deals for us budget travelers. This place is like Australia's cooler, more adventurous little sibling, with fewer crowds and more natural wonders. First up, let's talk national parks. Tasmania is practically overflowing with them. And good news, most of them won't cost you a dime to enter. Cradle Mountain Lake, St. Clair National Park, Freycinet National Park, you name it, they're yours to explore without breaking the bank. Pack your hiking boots, grab some trail mix, and get lost in the Tasmanian wilderness. And hey, if you're looking for some free fun, Tasmania's got you covered. Salamanca Market in Hobart is a must-visit for its vibrant atmosphere and local crafts, and the best part? It's free to wander around and soak up the vibes. Plus, keep an eye out for free events and festivals happening throughout the year. Tasmania proves that adventure doesn't have to drain your bank account. So, lace up those hiking boots, grab a map, and get ready to discover the wild side of Australia on a budget. Trust me, your wallet and your Instagram feed will thank you. Next stop, Perth. This city is all about sun-drenched beaches, a laid-back vibe, and surprisingly, a whole lot of free stuff. Yeah, you heard me right. This West Coast gem is a haven for budget travelers who know where to look. First things first, hit up Cottesloe Beach. It's one of the most iconic beaches in Perth, and guess what? It's totally free to enjoy. Soak up the sun, go for a swim, or just chill out and watch the surfers do their thing. You're on vacation, baby. Now let's talk food. Perth's culinary scene is booming, but you don't need to drop a fortune to experience it. Head to Northbridge, a vibrant neighborhood packed with affordable eats from all over the world. Think delicious Asian street food, cheap and cheerful Italian, and some seriously good coffee. And for a dose of culture without the hefty price tag, check out the Art Gallery of Western Australia or wander through Kings Park and Botanic Garden, both completely free to explore. Perth is proof that you don't need to be rolling in dough to have an epic time. Alright folks, buckle up because we're heading to Adelaide, the heart of South Australia. Now, this city is known for its world-class wineries, its vibrant festival scene, and, you guessed it, its budget-friendly charm. Let's start with the festivals. Adelaide is basically the festival capital of Australia, and many of them are completely free to attend. From music and arts festivals to food and wine celebrations, there's always something going on in this city and you don't need to shell out big bucks to be a part of it. And hey, speaking of wine, did I mention that Adelaide is surrounded by some of the best wine regions in the world? Now I know what you're thinking, wine tasting? That's gotta be expensive, right? Wrong. Many of the wineries in the Adelaide Hills and McLaren Vale offer free or very affordable tastings. But wait, there's more. Adelaide is also home to some fantastic free attractions, like the Art Gallery of South Australia, the South Australian Museum, and the Adelaide Botanic Garden. So ditch the expensive tours and create your own adventure. Alright, we're talking cairns, the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef. You're gonna see a lot of signs, a lot of people trying to sell you on crazy expensive boat trips out to the reef. And yeah, those trips are amazing, but we're all about that budget life here, right? Don't worry, I got you covered. First things first, you gotta find a place to crash. Hostels and cairns, they're surprisingly dope. Super social, great vibes, and you can usually snag a bed for like 20 bucks a night. Boom, budget accommodation check. Now for the main event, the Great Barrier Reef. Look, you don't need to drop hundreds of dollars on a fancy scuba diving trip. There are tons of affordable snorkeling tours that'll take you to some incredible spots on the reef. We're talking vibrant coral, fish of every color imaginable. It's like swimming in a freaking kaleidoscope. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, rent a kayak or a paddleboard and explore the coastline on your own. Just make sure you slap on some sunscreen, those Aussie rays are no joke. Trust me, I've been there. Yo, we're in Darwin, the Northern Territory, baby. This place is wild, literally. Think crocodiles, markets bursting with exotic fruits, and sunsets that'll melt your face off. But don't worry, you don't need a wad of cash to experience the best of Darwin. First off, the sunsets here are legendary. And the best part, they're totally free. Grab some snacks from the supermarket, head down to Mindle Beach, and prepare to be amazed. Trust me, it's the ultimate cheap date night. Speaking of markets, Mindle Beach Market is a must-do. It's an explosion of food, music, and local crafts. You can grab dinner from a different stall every night of the week and it won't break the bank. Think kangaroo burgers, fresh mango smoothies, spicy noodles. It's a feast for the senses. Now you can't come to Darwin without getting up close and personal with some crocodiles. But let's be real, nobody wants to be crocodile lunch, right? That's why you gotta check out Crocosaurus Cove. It's not free, but it's way cheaper than getting eaten alive. Plus, you can hold a baby croc. How cool is that? Alright mates, we're cruising on over to Brisbane, the sunshine capital of Queensland. This place is bursting with cool vibes and even cooler deals if you know where to look. Think of it as that friend who always manages to score free concert tickets. First up, free city tours. Yeah, you heard that right, free. They've got these legendary red-clad volunteers who will walk you through the city's highlights, dropping knowledge bombs along the way. It's like having your own personal Wikipedia on legs, minus the awkward silence. And when hunger strikes, don't worry, Brisbane's got your back with a smorgasbord of budget-friendly eateries. We're talking juicy burgers, steaming dumplings, and enough avocado toast to satisfy your Instagram feed. So, pack your swimmers, grab your shades, and get ready to soak up the sun and the savings in Brisbane. Trust me, your wallet will thank you for it. Next stop, Hobart. This place is like the Brooklyn of Australia, overflowing with cool cafes, quirky art, and enough vintage shops to make Macklemore jealous. But here's the kicker. You don't need a trust fund to enjoy it. We're talking about Salamanca Market, a treasure trove of local goodies and handcrafted masterpieces. From hand-stitched leather goods to homemade jams, you'll find souvenirs that are way cooler than your average tourist trap trinket. And when it's time to crash? Forget fancy hotels. Hobart's got a backpacker's paradise with budget-friendly hostels and cozy guest houses. You'll be sharing stories with fellow travelers from around the globe, probably while sipping on some locally brewed craft beer. So, whether you're a seasoned backpacker or a budget-conscious explorer, Hobart's got something for everyone. Just remember to pack your beanie because it can get a little chilly down in Tassie. There you have it, folks. The top 15 places to visit in Australia without emptying your wallet. From the iconic Sydney Opera House to the rugged beauty of Uluru, this country's got it all. And the best part? You don't need a kangaroo pouch full of cash to experience it. Remember, adventure is out there waiting, no matter your budget. So pack your bags, grab your mates, and get ready for an epic Aussie adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more travel tips and adventures. Catch you on the flip side.